Hey guys, I'm still a little trapped here and tied up at the moment inside this cage, but I just saw on the feature box there's a Naruto fic where Naruto winds up in Equestria and forms a harem. Why? Oh, why do these people keep insisting on giving Naruto a harem? Why do they think that of all the anime tropes they can pull out, of all the genres, that Naruto fits into a harem anime? Just once, I want a magical girlfriend genre thing, like Oh My Goddess or Chobits. Chobits is fun. I would love for Naruto to have a version of Hinata that's like Chi. But anyway, I wonder how the girls are doing. I'm sorry, Chi, she said, looking down. I, Chi can't find where Legend is. She wishes she knew. She wishes she could do more. It's alright, Toy. We got you, we got you. Still, where could Kiddo's be? Well, he wouldn't be dumb enough to be still in the town. That's too obvious. Rainbow Dash then blinked before putting her hook to her chin, then going, "Unless that's just what he wants us to think. Be right back." And with that, Rainbow Dash took off on a blur. Twilight let out a sigh before starting counting to herself. Approximately 10 seconds later, Rainbow Dash came back. Wow, you guys are right. He is too smart to do something that stupid. Dang, I hate when bad guys think better than me. Twilight resisted the urge to say something. Now was not the time to be snarky, even though that was her nature. That being said, what's going on with this flick? I mean, I've been paying attention to the videos lately, and so far it just seems like there's supposed to be arson, a mystery, and that Verity rubbed her hoof along her temple seems to be the problem with this fic. It has a mystery. It has a problem. Rainbow Dash could only roll her eyes as she goes, "Yeah, a cliche mystery if you ask me." Oh no! There's a guy who wants to turn a pony into an alicorn. How many times have we been through that? How many times have we seen that plot? Yeah, Fluttershy added. That type of story only happened with you on that one fic. Well, that aired on this channel. Yeah, but I bet if I were to go through FinFix's search engine, I'm gonna guarantee you it's gonna be a lot. I just want the things to not really bring anything special to the table. It's just, this guy wants to create an alicorn. Ooh. What do we really know about Coordinator other than he's a guy who wants to get into Twilight's pants? Well, since that's Coordinator, what do we know about Gentle and Clear? Really nothing, other than just basic story tropes. One happens to have an evil wife, and the other just wants to make a pony because his kid died. There's really nothing here to make us interested in this guy. There's also really nothing here that makes these guys seem like credible threats. They're just mad scientists. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like these guys fail in comparison to a lot of other threats that have shown up on this channel. Elbjack tipped her hat. Well, we fire. We have gone through a lot on this channel. We have so far faced off against gigantic worms that match the power of the earth. We have fought gouts, we've fought god wannabes, and we've also fought cultists. Twilight could only nod her head. That one was on me. I know, I know. And we have fought gods who are the creators of the entire planet. It sounds like with little to no reason feels kind of below our pay grade at this point. Well, does that mean we can look at this in its own second? You know, isolationist. Okay, we can fence the stick in and make it talk. He said, bringing out a little fence and then putting Sedgwick into a fence. Okay, little guy, talk. Why should we be interested in your villains? Talk. Pinky, Twilight said, shaking her head. The book isn't going to. The victim proceeded to open its mouth. Well, I guess it all started. Okay, fine. I don't care anymore. I'm just going to try to use what I know and maybe talk with she and look into Applebot and try to see if there's any way to save Legendbringer from Kudos. Well, I'll be frank. My villains may have some character traits that might feel a little interesting. However, they seem to be dominating most of me, and I'll be honest, they are. But there's nothing real more to their personality other than, ooh, ha 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 ha, we're evil and I've got tragedy. And a lot of these tragic traits seem to be, well, quite frankly, cliched. These bad guys don't really seem to give us much motivation to go, I want to see them taken down, or I understand them. Take a look at Dr. Doom. We know this. Rainbow Dash rolled her eyes. Not fair using an actual book character, buddy. The Vic not sighed. Okay, okay. Take a good look at a more Earth-based threat. Red Eye from FinFiction, from Fall Equestria. We know a lot about him through his dialogue, through his actions, and even some of his descriptions. He actually takes the time to show us who he is, and he has a presence. And this is all from a first person perspective. We don't get to have him face down to let us know more about him. But once that happens, we actually get something. Alzak nodded. There's also the hero voting. That also had a decent villain. I had a good conspiracy going on. Rarity stepped forward. Well, do you all see there's a connection that this fic is lacking? All of it's told from either Little Pip or the Lunafest's perspective. Rarity continued on. This fic seems to forget, in its determination to be realistic, quote unquote, that we are the main characters. We are the ones that this story is supposed to follow. We're the ones that they are reading the story for. Oh, sir, add side characters all you want. Talk about Derpy's life all you want. But at that point, we don't pop up. We're background characters, but the stories that involve, your yogas, your go hey 13s, the main characters, the ones that are interesting to the story, are at least there to make a cameo or, in the background. This fic makes us feel like we're side characters. We really don't need to do much. Is there even a purpose for us being here? If we didn't exist, it would be fine. As a matter of fact, we've already demonstrated with that little Ruby short story that this fic could be translated as a Ruby story, and it would be fine. Raymond has landed and put her hook to the ground, and that is the problem. When you have to change the story so much that It doesn't feel connected to the world. It stops being about us and being about this poet's self creation. At that point, why even bother making it a poem fic and just make it an alternate universe or make it your own story? We're fine. We don't need to be here. If you got this much creativity, make it your own tale. Some people have actually taken their fanfics and have made it their own story. With little changes here and there, have made, quite frankly, some bad movies, but still, they've actually done something. This story isn't trying to be anything more than just this guy's chance to create a brand new world. That just feels weird. Let's bring back my question. Has anything happened? Not really. I've been complaining about the book and how I had to destroy the manuscript that contained all our past adventures, which I'm still trying to figure out how coordinator thought that would blackmail us. What, just because we've made a few embarrassing mistakes? I find this funny because the show canon actually had us publish our adventures. Yeah, how well did that episode work? All depends on who you ask, I said, blushing. And finally, after all this time, we get to the mystery with me making a statement that they may think that there were six, but the truth there was seven, and now there's eight. Where I'm adding Spike. Oh, come on! Come on, you gobble a candle, kidding me? Oh, that poor dear. At least he's part of the group now. The other girl slowly nodded. Oh, look, I love no Spiky Wakey, I really do. But this story is about us. Spike's a good compatriot, he's a good sidekick, and that's fine. This fic feels like it's afraid to allow him to be that. Then it has to dump all this onto him like he's something, and as much as I hate to say this, it feels like this fic is putting in an undercurrent of sexism. Oh, come on. It's not like it's saying that there has to be a protector who is male, and it's not like it's putting in a bunch of guys who are trying to remove a mare's. Oh, I thought exactly. But what do I expect? I know Spike doesn't think about it, but that's what a lot of these writers who keep trying to put more Spike elements into it than this. Spike works best when he's a little brother character, like on 7 Days of Sunny June. Not this. Not whatever this fic is trying to do with him. Just then, G stepped in. G has it. G has the location. G might be able to lead us to Legendbringer. Alright, Applejack said, tipping her head. Let's go save on the Sunday here. At that moment, we can move on to a better story.